Well, good evening. I'm Jacob Bradford. We're still following breaking news tonight. New Orleans police are investigating a deadly triple shooting in the Gentilly area. Here's a live look at that scene. Police say at least 3 people were shot, including one who died at the scene shortly after 7. Now, it happened at the intersection of Franklin Avenue and Madrid Street. Police say 2 of the victims are at University Medical Center for treatment. All 3 victims are described as adults, and their names have not been released at this time. And in Jefferson Parish, detectives in Harvey are investigating a triple shooting as well. Deputies say it happened around 8 tonight in the 1300 block of Palais Avenue. JPSO deputies say 3 men are all in critical condition. Their ages are not known, but details are limited in both of these shootings, and we'll be sure to update you as we learn more.